This video demonstrates the new Mu Studio test module. After this video, please visit us at www.mudynamics.com. Training videos and product demos are also available on Mu's YouTube channel and on the Mu demo page. Please register for free access to our online packet capture repository at pcapper.net. Complexity is the fundamental challenge that undermines the reliability, availability, and security of networked applications. We all know that real-world protocol implementations almost never match the expectations written into the standards. This not-quite-standards-compliant traffic must traverse dangerous networks that duplicate, drop, and corrupt packets. Interoperability is hard. Why are we surprised when systems fail to deliver their intended service levels? The complexity of cutting-edge protocols drives the need to do more than superficial standards-based testing. Modern converged network applications like Voice over IP, IPTV, IMS, or LTE rollouts depend on complex multi-protocol exchanges. In the past, these complex situations exhibited weakness only after they disrupted service, caused application degradation, or even hard downtime. Testing that uses only standards-compliant traffic won't find weaknesses in these protocol implementations. Are you doing enough to improve the quality of your products or services before you deploy? Mu Studio solves a long-running and important problem in the test landscape by allowing users to easily create test cases based on their own content. Test scenarios encompass a wide range of content, virtually any customer-supplied real-world multi-protocol traffic. Mu Studio brings formally static packet capture libraries to life, creating customized test cases driving fault injection for any imported PCAP. With Mu Studio, once you capture network traffic, you can test it. Only one company provides a complete testing solution powerful enough to stand up to the complexity of real-world traffic. The new Mu Studio module extends Mu's test suite so network operators and their vendors can test virtually any real-world traffic. Mu Studio's test scenarios uncover unexpected weaknesses even within cutting-edge or proprietary protocols. Mu's solution automates a systematic and repeatable process which quickly identifies subtle flaws within IP-based services, applications, and underlying networks. Mu's entire test suite, including the new Mu Studio module, has access to monitors, channels, power restarters, etc., to facilitate the automatic fault isolation process. Businesses are turning to Mu Dynamics to deliver highly reliable products and services in a time and cost-efficient manner. Do you have a quality baseline that you can leverage throughout the development or deployment lifecycle? And now we will demonstrate the overall flow of how a user would test a DPI engine using an emerging application. In this example, we will use Mu Studio to convert a PCAP to a test scenario that is used to generate variations on a valid Twitter login for testing a DPI engine. When we use that test scenario in pass-through mode to test a DPI engine, we see whether the DPI engine can properly identify the traffic as well as thousands of variations on the traffic. Mu has now moved beyond idealized standards-based testing to verification and validation based on traffic captured from the real world. Now anyone can perform robustness testing on implementations of cutting-edge or emerging protocols. Even proprietary protocols or custom extensions are now testable. From within Mu Studio, customers either import and edit packet captures from pcapper.net or their own local packet capture library. In this example, we will import a packet capture into Mu Studio. This can be one of your own packet captures or be downloaded from Mu's free online PCAP repository at pcapper.net. Each PCAP represents the interaction of two or more protocols. Mu Studio turns an imported PCAP into a test scenario. The Mu Studio test scenario is essentially a set of instructions for dynamically recreating the behavior of specific traffic, including variations derived from those captured packets. Every test case generated from a test scenario will follow the same sequence of steps as in the original PCAP. In this example of testing DPI engines, we search for the string Twitter in pcapper because Twitter is representative of a new application that the DPI engine must be able to identify. We select a PCAP and import it into Mu Studio, which converts the PCAP into a test scenario. Every test case generated from a test scenario will follow the same sequence of steps as the original PCAP. Anyone can leverage the hundreds of protocols available within PCAPR.net, as in this example. There are many other sources for PCAPs, including QA may capture packets to attach to a bug report during development. Customers may report issues and provide corresponding PCAPs. You may have a regression library of interesting PCAPs. Once a PCAP has been imported, MuStudio's editor allows users to mark up the PCAP sequence. Markups provide enhanced control over runtime behavior, including whether certain messages are mutated. Markups also allow packet fields to be edited and allow field relationships, dynamic variables, options, and assertions to be defined. In this case, even without markups, MuStudio has auto-generated 474 variants on the single packet that was in the PCAP we imported. So we got 10,899 test cases from a single packet. MuStudio allows a user to choose different transport choices for the test scenario compared to the original PCAP, while preserving the sequencing and the session content. MuStudio's test scenarios generate positive as well as negative test cases leveraging user-defined assertions. An assertion is a simple conditional statement like, after I sent X, I was expecting Y. Did that happen? Mu's default assertion for a test scenario defines success when all steps of the interaction finish as expected. A failed assertion triggers the automatic fault isolation process. Uniquely, MuStudio's test scenarios enable the Mu to recreate interactive endpoint mode sessions without needing the original client. In short, this means that the user can direct the Mu to emulate a real client to perform clientless endpoint testing. As one would expect, the Mu test suite also supports pass-through mode analysis, where the analysis is also serverless. In this mode, the Mu acts as both client and server. Pass-through mode is essential for testing deep packet inspection engines or other inline security enforcement devices by using variations of traffic from the very latest emerging applications. Operationally, MuStudio streamlines field issue replication and remediation by support personnel. MuStudio enables support staff to quickly reproduce field issues based on PCAPs of network events captured by their customers. This capability dramatically reduces the time to reproduce a customer-reported issue. Moreover, before pushing proposed patches out into critical customer deployments, support staff now thoroughly exercise the code to ensure robustness. Robustness testing by fault injection is a key requirement both in the software development lifecycle and the service deployment lifecycle. By systematically injecting faults into test cases created from PCAPs, MuStudio enables the QA, SIT, or any other testing team to test real systems with variations on real-world traffic. Does your automated test plan include reality-based fault injection to ensure that your product or service is robust? The Mu Dynamics Test Suite provides the most complete fault injection platform for IP-based applications. Mu's Test Suite supports automatic fault isolation based on multi-protocol instrumentation, holistic system monitoring, power and software restarters, etc. Fault remediation is enabled by a variety of tools, including a variety of descriptive reports, external vulnerability triggers, engine logs that shed light on the conditions that created the fault. The new MuStudio module significantly streamlines field issue replication and remediation and is also applicable to a similar use case by QA within the software development lifecycle. MuStudio turns PCAPs into test scenarios. In short, PCAPs become active remediation tools. Moving beyond the Mu Test Suite's already comprehensive protocol robustness and denial of service modules, the MuStudio module uniquely addresses rapidly evolving dynamic, multi-protocol testing requirements based on almost any real-world data exchange. Please visit www.mudynamics.com to learn more about all of Mu Dynamics' offerings, the most complete test suite for IP-based products and services. Thank you for your time.